That's how I'm gonna do it.
Proud. Okay, we're recording. We're live.
Oh no,
No?
cut. No, start over.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the tag team back again, checking wreck, and let's begin. Party people in the house, may make some noise.
Tag team champions of the world.
The Road Dog, Phoenix James, the badass, Chris Gunn.
No, nothing with the last name Gunn. Sorry.
Wow, too soon?
Yeah, too soon to make pedophile tweets. It's always too soon for that.
Oh,
Oh God, what a way to kick this show off that we haven't done one in so fucking long.
absolutely. Well, we're not going to do the rhetoric this episode. There's a lot to cover.
Yeah,
Should we do
you
the rhetoric?
guys, you guys already know how to contact us. I don't feel like hearing you say it, so no, we're not going to do the rhetoric.
Wunderbar.
I'm gonna
So
drink
let's
water
start.
laying down to see if I drown.
Let's start with the horrible. So, as I guess we started off with this, James Gunn no longer directing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. He was fired by Alan Horn, the Walt Disney Company, over some tweets that he made 10 years ago. How do we feel about this? Or how do you feel? Because I'll give you my thoughts in just a smooth second.
Well, I mean, the tweets were fucking vile. Let's call it what it is. There was some super fucked up tweets. Uh, things varying from I don't know, just nonsensical rants about uh all different types of people to pedophilia to fuck if I know. I didn't get to I didn't get to see most of the screenshots that were around on all the wacky fucking websites that couldn't wait to report on it, which is basically just everybody making $2 an hour with a blog, call themselves a journalist, fucking whatever. In any case, the tweets were vile. They were horrible. Um, I mean, I guess it's. I mean, I really honestly don't think as vile as it was and as horrible as it is. I'm not going to put statute of limitations on fucked up shit that people have done in terms of like how heinous they are. But you can argue the point of like how in the American court system is like murder one and murder two and you know all this other shit. Like they grade murder, so they're kind of not has to be, but there should be some sort of thing in place where you know I guess statute of limitations could come into play for fucked up shit you said but never acted on, or not even that you didn't act on it, but it just so happened to be words that came out of your mouth or things that you happened to type, but they weren't things that you actually believe in or do. Like that's not who you are. I don't know. All I know is that I'm pretty sure just because his dirt is uncovered, that this is going to like just fucking be a domino effect of just everybody's past shit being drugged. I mean, if we're gonna fire James Gunn for saying fucked up shit, then you gotta fire Robert Downey Jr. for being who he was 15, 20 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if that's the new paradigm that Disney is going for, then yeah, you gotta clean house. You gotta like any job you get, they do a background check. Do you know what I mean? Like how did they not know about
Yeah.
what James Gunn said or did prior to them, putting him on staff to do these fucking Guardians movies? We knew Robert Downey Jr.'s past before he became Iron Man because his past was like for the public eye to see. It was plastered all over, front page news and every television network. So it wasn't like it was a secret. But the fact of the matter is this. There is probably not one person in Marvel's extensive now cast of heroes and villains that they've put into these movies that hasn't said or done some problematic shit in the past.
Here's my biggest thing. Um, if they're going to get rid of James Gunn, then they need to
get rid of Batista. Did you see those fucking sneakers? Oh my god!
They need to get rid of Johnny Depp. You know what I mean? Like, you had Johnny Depp on stage.
Without question, get rid of fucking Johnny Depp.
You know what I mean?
200% behind that shit.
It's you to me. Here's my thing. What he said was wrong at the time and still wrong today. But he apologized at the time. He apologized then, and I don't think Disney. I don't think they did a smart move. I think they did a very, very knee-jerk reaction, and I think it's going to come back and bite them in the ass. Because guess what? Granted, yeah, those actors are contractually obligated to come back to do the film, but they could make life a living hell on set. Granted, to the detriment of whom the hell ever, but and some of them probably wouldn't be able to work again, yada yada yada. But either way, it's
just a bad situation
all the way around, and I think they need to hire him back. In my personal opinion, they need to hire him back.
Who are they even going to get to direct this shit now that he like? Because I know he wrote the goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? So I figured I was like, oh, well, if he, just fucking wrote it, I guess anybody could fucking direct it. But most writers have a clear-cut vision of what they're looking for. Mm-hmm. Plus, this guy's been hands-on both projects since the beginning, and they've both been amazing movies. And now with the events that took place in Infinity War, like, you kind of have to be a part of that world to get what's going to happen, like, going forward, what's going to be the paradigm and the relationship and like just the complexities, all the weird intricacies, everything that goes into these characters. You have to be a part of that world, and you have to be as close to those characters as a writer would be to do it justice as it continues on. So I don't think that you could just like grab anybody. Like, probably only the Russos could do it.
I think Taika Waititi could.
I would love it if Taika Waititi fucking directed every movie that came. Like, I don't care. Taika Waititi for the new Predator movie. Taika Waititi for every animated Pixar feature that comes out in the future. Taika Waititi to direct the next GTA video game. I don't fucking care. That dude is a genius, and he's funny. He's amazing. That dude is hilarious. And I love Thor Ragnarok. And I love What We Do in the Shadows. That, like, fucking...
Which is going to become a TV show, by the way.
Oh, for real?
Yep, and he's directing the pilot.
Oh, see? This is the shit I'm talking about. This is, like, people doing good works and getting rewarded for it is what's supposed to happen. But I think that just straight up firing James Gunn was, like you said, it seemed like a knee-jerk reaction because... bad press, bad publicity, but look at all the horse shit ScarJo gets up to, and they just let her continue on. Like it doesn't matter. As problematic as she continues to be with her culturally appropriating fucking roles for movies and shit, Disney doesn't come in and be like, hey, we gotta get fucking ScarJo out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, they wasted no time recasting Terrence Howard with Don Cheadle when he was asking for too much money, walking into the fucking office with like way too much big dick energy, thinking he was going to get a check on par with RDJ's. And they were like, no, you can get the fuck out of here and go do your little cookie TV show because it is not happening, bro. And then they signed off with Don Cheadle. And now Don Cheadle is making the money that fucking Terrence Howard wanted initially before these movies even became what they are today. So I don't know, man. Too much that fucking crazy, oily, light-skinned mentality got to him, and he couldn't. He blew his load too quick. That's
yeah.
It's really just he caught a bad rap for that, but he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have went in there guns blazing. No pun intended. trying to get that bag when what I mean, because it was at that point the MCU hadn't formed into anything yet. No one thought there would be like a Captain America and all these other characters that we didn't. Nobody thought there'd be a Guardians of the Galaxy. Who the fuck knew that Ant-Man would be realized on screen and be good? No one thought any of these things would happen. We were on the first Iron Man movie when this guy was like, "Nah, I need more money." What?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Relax, bro. Like, you don't even have the armor on. He's asking he's asking for more money just as like the second, wait, which he isn't even the second, because in that movie, the second was Pepper, and then Hogan, and then James Rhodes.
Actually,
Like,
no. The second would have been Jeff Bridges' character, or the third would have been Jeff Bridges' character.
oh yeah, that's right. But then in the second one, Brody was second
Yes.
because he had the armor. So automatically, and Don Cheadle is a bigger name than Terrence Howard. Like, that's just obvious. And he's a better actor, which is also just obvious. So I feel like they had a little bit more respect for the Cheed and you know, gave him what he was owed. You know, if you're not worth it, they'll just pay you scale and tell you to fucking kick rocks.
Yeah, I completely agree.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I think with a lot of things, like, trust me, we're not advocating for people to just do things, get away with them, and still be able to be employed and you know, just run roughshod over industries and shit. But there's a certain level to things where, and maybe it looks, maybe our views on this look a little skewed because we're such huge fans of the MCU, maybe. But I'm not even looking at it like that perspective. I'm looking at it as, does the punishment fit the crime kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
it's not like this dude is George Zimmerman or fucking Jared Fogle. He's not actually out here killing young black kids and, you know, being a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? It's not anything crazy like that. Like, yeah, I don't really think when you say things like that, apologies make it go away or make it better. But in the sense of they're just tweets and he's not actually a fucked up person, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the Dan Harmon thing where he basically made a full on sketch of him rubbing his genitals against a fucking a baby toy on a couch or some shit. You know what I mean? It's not anything to that degree. But I don't know. I just don't think the punishment fits the crime in that situation. I think, if anything, they should have just been like, all right, well, this is your last one. And just let him finish it out, and then boom. That's your last Guardians movie that you can direct. Or any movie under the Marvel umbrella. And then maybe in 10 years or something, we could bring you back to do something. I don't know.
I
don't
even
know how.
disagree with that. I don't think that.
But see, here's the thing. I don't know how these things work. And in Hollywood, not for nothing, white men have been getting away with doing crazy shit with all like loads of leniency. So I guess people are like, all right, well, we can't just keep, you know, letting these motherfuckers get away with shit. But like you said, Johnny Depp is a full on fucking predator, sexual harasser, and like just abuser. And they had this motherfucker on stage with someone, like on the same fucking stage, mind you, with somebody who he has had in the past altercations with. Like, you can't put a woman who's a past who's a past victim with their abuser in the same, you know, like, it's just, I don't know, man. I really don't know how to attack the situation. I just don't want that movie to be bad. And I know it wouldn't be if he was attached to it because he does a good job on them.
But see, here was my thing, and then I guess we can move on. And listeners, if you have kids, you might want to skip past this. So it goes back to the whole PewDiePie thing, right?
Oh,
Where PewDiePie, on several occasions, have made Jewish jokes, anti-Semitic jokes, and he even said the word nigger on his stream more than once. And the funny thing about this is, and I'm so glad I brought this up, where there was a guy on Twitter who was trying to argue with me.
He said it with a hard R, though.
Oh, yeah, hard R. Very hard. He tried to argue with me that, oh, PewDiePie apologized, so it's okay. First and foremost, let me go down this road with you. At no time is it okay for any white person to sit there and say that word. And not on top of that, because I called PewDiePie and I tagged him. You know how petty I am. I tagged him and he's like, oh, so it's cool that anytime you don't agree with someone, you call them a bigot. Here's my biggest issue with this, outside of him using that word. One, you wouldn't dare come in somebody's neck of the woods and say that, because you wouldn't be leaving out. That's the first thing. Two, don't say that, oh, it was a mistake and all this other stuff. You said that too freely out of your own mouth for
and
that
frequently.
to be it, and frequently for that to be something that it just took over control. No. If I say something racist, that's because it's a part of my vernacular. That's because it's a part of my everyday vocabulary. And it's not okay, period. And James Gunn made a tweet a decade ago, basically, and he apologized for it at that time. And do I think he should pay the crimes for something he then apologized for too? No. I think it was a knee-jerk reaction by Disney. I think it's a poor move by Disney. I think that it's going to hurt the movie, because I think they were supposed to go into production in September, actually. That clearly didn't happen at this point. So that's that on that for me. A couple of other things that have come out of the cons is the Shazam trailer that looks like a hot bag of shit. Aquaman literally looks like Thor underwater, but horrible.
I like the way it looks, actually, and I'm a big fan of Jason Momoa's ridiculous antics. So I think for visually, and for whatever he gets up to in the movie, I'm pretty much there for. Like, I think in terms of, all right, how do I put this? I feel like this might be the thing that is like, okay, maybe they have something. And this isn't to say that they have something overall, because they sure as fuck don't. Maybe they have something here with him and this character and this world, because Atlantis is not part of every other cockamamie thing that goes on in the DC universe. It is connected, yes, obviously, but much like Asgard to Thor and Wakanda to Black Panther, Atlantis is its own world. It's its own separate sect of the DC universe, and within that realm, it can sustain itself and its own characters, its own lore, and hopefully its own movies. Like, it looks like it has legs, much like the Wonder Woman movie looked like it had legs, and it did, based off of it being better than every other piece of shit that DC put out before that, and so far after that. Aquaman looks, and this is just based off looks, visually, it looks better than anything DC has put out, and it might surprise me. Hopefully it does, but we already know how that works. So, I'm interested to see what they do with it, because that character is a very touch and go for a lot of people when it comes to realizing the character's potential and getting the characterization of Arthur Curry right, because there's so much that goes into Aquaman as a character that some people, like, when they have control of it, just don't give a fuck and will do basically what Fox did to the mutants to this character. Aquaman's not a bad character. I mean, yeah, back in the day, he was just boiled down to the dude that talks to fish, but he's obviously a lot more than that. And as the years continued, they made him stronger, faster, smarter, more durable, you know, able to do like more things than just talk to fish. And he became more of a royalty character and yeah, like everything just came into play for him comic book wise and a lot of the animated features. Like he was amazing in Justice League. Justice League, the animated cartoon.
Oh.
Not the movie.
Well, I'm not here for this film, so you'll have to let me know how it is.
No, I will. I'm not so much here for the Shazam shenanigans, but I'm definitely here for I mean I'd like to give all these movies a chance, but like I just can't. I mean I gotta get a look at the running time of Aquaman.
If it's anything over 60 minutes, I'm not going.
First of all, we know it's over 60 minutes.
Well,
I just don't want to be dipped into his origin for more than 10 minutes. Because you've already introduced the character and he was already in a movie. So we don't actually need to do that for very long. Much like, you know, they went and did it with Wonder Woman anyway, but they didn't spend and a long time doing it. And the time they spent showing us her in Themyscira was actually cool shit, so I didn't really mind it. But if we see Arthur Curry as a child for more than 10 minutes, the movie's a wash.
All right. Well, these are kind of some quick note items because, again, I think we just wanted to put something out so we can have something on said books. Batman, the complete animated series Blu-ray dates have been announced with bonus special features. For 113 girls, she can be yours with every single episode, plus the animated movies, which features, what is that? The Phantom Mask and the Sub-Zero movie with Mr. Freeze.
Ghost of the Phantasm.
Yes, that's it. I said the Phantom Mask. Wow.
Yeah. How about Killing Joke?
I don't believe that's in. No, that's not in there.
That was episodes. Sorry.
Yeah.
They actually did that episodically in the show, and for them to piss on it and do that movie version where apparently Batgirl and Batman are fucking.
Never understood that because I read the book a long time ago and I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh, you ain't the only person that didn't understand. I was thrown.
Let's see what else. The Venom film, apparently, that got showed off, some of the footage at the con was fans thoroughly enjoyed what they saw, to much of my surprise.
Same. I didn't even know it got shown off.
Yeah, they showed a lot of the footage, and a lot of fans thoroughly enjoyed it. So I think I'll probably go see the film. Robert De Niro is in talks for a role in Joaquin Phoenix's Joker film. Still not interested in that film.
Nope.
Don't give a damn who they cast.
Not at all.
What is that film called? This is where things start getting annoying with me with DC.
What happened?
Because the Wonder Woman 1984 is not a sequel.
Yeah, I heard about that. What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know what it means. And I really don't give a damn because at this point, I'm just kind of like...
How is that not a sequel? Like, what does that even mean? You make one movie, you're trying to build a universe, you make the second movie of the titular character not be in any way connected to it? So it's two standalone Wonder Woman movies?
Steve Trevor is in the sequel. Let that marinate. He died in this one, or the first one. Let that marinate.
So is this another origin film? Like, I don't understand. What does that mean? How is this not a fucking sequel? And how is he alive in it? And if
I don't know.
Forget it. I don't even care.
Yeah, that entire part.
Care.
That
I
entire
just
part.
it don't make one lick of sense to me. But then again, I ain't in the industry, so what do I fucking know? Maybe it'll all make sense once the credits roll. Who the fuck cares?
Well, also speaking of Wonder Woman 1984 enlists insecure actress Natasha Rothwell, the fat girl. I can't remember her name in the show, but she's a mystery role in the show,
Oh, I
in the
liked her.
movie. Who?
I liked her.
I love her. Like, is it Kelly? Why do I feel like
Yeah,
Kelly?
yeah. Her name is Kelly in the show.
Oh, okay. Look at me. Look at me. I'm so excited. Um, so she has been cast in the film. Big ups to her. Truly, big ups to
Yeah, I
her.
don't
What
know
a
why the hell
moment.
is mystery role. Like, what the fuck? Just what character is she playing?
If I knew, I'd tell you. Truly.
Like, also, it would have to be a significant role in the movie for it to be a fucking mystery. Because it's not like we don't know who the fuck is playing Diana Prince at this point, and we
Or
and we
Cheetah.
who the fuck is Cheetah going to be in the movie?
Kirsten Wiig is playing her.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, what?
What? You didn't know this? Wow.
I'm sorry. Listeners, I've been playing PlayStation a lot.
Can we talk about that for a moment?
I don't know anything that's going on.
Let's get away from movies.
Oh,
Let's
actually,
get away.
Yeah, I have to do an apology to, well, not an apology, but I have to retract a statement, a bold, strong statement.
Yes, because I'm here for this. Because I kept telling you.
No, not about fucking PlayStation.
Oh,
like obviously, like I brushed my own fucking teeth with my dick on that one because I have one now. So I totally did a heel turn. But
dick?
What I mean is when we did the E3 show, I made a huge how do you do about all of these fucking games being remastered and remakes and all of this hot shit and why and it's stupid and don't do that and it's a waste of time. Make new games, etc., etc., etc. I just started playing the Yakuza series, and I started at one of the newest ones that came out, which is Zero, which is the prequel to the whole series, and chronologically the first game. And after that, I would have to play Yakuza 1, which is an old PlayStation game, but they remastered it. And I'm able to continue on with the series chronologically because they remastered Yakuza 1 for me to be able to play on the PlayStation 4. So, because of that, and I thoroughly enjoy playing the Yakuza games, I have to retract my statement about remastering games. So, remaster all the Final Fantasies you want, remaster all the Resident Evils you want. I don't care because somehow or some way they knew I would fall in love with this game series and they chose in their infinite wisdom to remaster the first two games in the series so that I can continue on playing it chronologically with better graphics and better gameplay. So yeah, if only they would do that with the Metal Gear series, then I could chronologically play that. But that ain't gonna happen because of the whole Kojima Konami shit. In any case, yeah, I've been on PlayStation a lot, guys, so I don't know nothing that's going on in the world. Like my
I'm
ear
just
isn't
shocked that you're on the console.
as much as I am.
Yeah.
Not even just that I'm on it, but as much as I am. I got on Xbox today to do the update for the new GTA nightclub bullshit. For some odd reason, it wouldn't let me update the game first, and then it wouldn't let me join a lobby. It's almost as if Microsoft heard that I fucking been spending all my time on that goddamn Sony machine, and they were like, no. Don't think you could just come back like everything, like shit sweet. Like you didn't just leave us.
So how do you like the PlayStation?
Oh, I'm fucking loving it, man. The only thing I don't really like is the whole screen cap mechanics, like screen recording functions. Not really into that.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Like
so what do you
I've
think about
customized it so that it can like it for me the way I like to do it, so it's not bad now. But originally, I was like, "Oh, this is god awful."
So, do you like the UI better than the Xbox?
I do actually.
Thank you. I agree with
It's
that.
way easier. Like
Did you get the
Xboxes,
Pro?
yeah. Oh yeah, I got the triple layer cake. Looking right at that sumbitch. No, yeah, fucking it's not it's not clumpy like clunky, it's not clustered. Like the fucking the Xbox interface is just like everything is so cluttered and all over the place at the same time. I don't know how or what like and every so often there'll be like a new update for that and it'll either be worse or the same or just a bit slower than it was the last time. I don't know why the fuck they keep doing that. But they ain't got their shit together as far as UI is concerned. But yeah,
Well,
I've been on PlayStation, guys. That's the that's the moral of the story for anybody who's been listening to the show. It's like, oh, fucking Chris hates PlayStation. This guy's never gonna play fucking PlayStations. But now I got PlayStation, so you know it's about to be Weeb Central. I was talking to people earlier about this fucking like I don't know what's going on with like Asian. I guess because karaoke is like an Asian thing. Because in Sleeping Dogs, even though it's in China, you do a lot of karaoke in that game, like as like side not side quests, but like mini games or whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's like a lot of karaoke in the Yakuza series too. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like Asians love karaoke. This is the weirdest thing. And both of these games are like taking place in a time and in an environment where like there's like rival mafia gangs and crazy police action, just like a bunch of crazy shit going on in the streets, and everybody's so hard boiled and gangster. But these motherfuckers is stopping to go sing at karaoke.
hmm.
I've always thought that that was just like the most fucking hilarious thing. Also, side note: the dude who made the Yakuza games was just like a big Yakuza otaku. Like he was just a big fucking Yakuza fan. Actual Yakuza actually took to this guy, and he's like cool with Yakuza members now. So like that to me it just seems wild because I don't think anybody who like is involved with the making of GTA is like cool with gangs and shit. You know, like I I don't think that's how it works. You know what I'm saying? But you know, whatever. You know, I don't think the dude who created Law and Order is like he has like a bunch of cop friends and shit. But yeah, I don't think he's like in good with the DA. But then again, I don't know. I just think that's interesting. He made a game where he made these dudes look ridiculous, but also very brutal. But it's not like he snitched on them or nothing. Like you don't find out no kind of like actual yakuza dealings. It's all just cool back tattoos and you know silliness. But the fighting is fucking brutal, and I definitely recommend the series to people. If you like that sort of beat 'em up style with like in depth story, like, and everybody knows that I don't like fucking story based games. Like, I hate that shit. I just want to do stuff. Like, and the only games that I really like story in is like the few games like Metal Gear and GTA and shit like that. I love the Yakuza story, man. That's why I'm so happy I started playing it from the beginning. Because I know I played Zero now and I beat it. There's nothing before that, so I could just play this and be good. So
Well, I'm happy for you.
yeah, I'm like it's definitely a worthwhile purchase, and I'm sorry it took me so long to get on board. But now every member of this show has a PlayStation. So
Can I let you know a little secret?
boy,
I will never play the Yakuza series. I'm just putting it out there.
I
That
think
will not be happening here.
I would not expect you to. I only expect somebody like Tristan to play.
I don't know whether to be offended.
Don't be. He's into shit like that. Like he plays Persona. You wouldn't fucking play Persona.
I have Persona
Have
5.
you played it? Is the question.
I have the first 10 minutes.
There you go.
Now,
Yeah, Tristan would beat Yakuza in probably half the time it took me to goddamn beat it.
can I also just tell you,
What's up?
I finally beat Injustice 2.
Well, listeners would be happy to know if you have Xbox Game Pass, the original Injustice, Oregano Injustice, is in Game Pass.
Yeah, I was excited about it.
So you beat Injustice 2.
Hmm.
I don't know where it ends off at, so I don't know if it's like, well, I don't think it can't be ahead of where the Injustice 2 comic is. But
Well, they put Superman in the Phantom Zone.
oh no, yeah, yeah, the comic is way after that. Like I just didn't want to spoil anything for myself, like reading wise.
Oh, yeah, video game wise, they put him in the Phantom Zone.
Yeah, that's already happened years ago in the fucking
Well, you listen, okay? I'm taking this generation because I've been so bored with gaming. I have literally taken my time getting through
because
games.
there's been nothing out. Like, what the fuck are we supposed to play? Like, that's why you guys play fucking Dead by Douchebag so much, because it's like one of the most fun games you guys have fun playing. And like, what else are you supposed to do? These bastards haven't released anything worthwhile. Like, you haven't even beat Detroit yet.
No, I did.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can I
Oh
tell you
yeah.
my ending?
You said you did Dirty Bomb, right?
I did. I did.
Yeah. I forgot you did tell me that you beat that.
But since Heavy Rain is free this month on PlayStation Plus,
Don't even fucking try it.
I'm gonna go ahead and stream that from start to finish.
You enjoy?
Yeah, it's a whole new set of achievements. Yeah, absolutely.
I hope you get zero viewers the whole time.
Why would you say you're so rude?
Because that
So
game
rude.
is goddamn piss.
You're just an ignorant.
Detroit, at the very least, has a valid concept, though the creator of it likes to bullshit around and pretend like it isn't based off what it is based off of. Like, motherfucker said some shit about, oh, like I didn't intentionally make it based off of the civil rights movement or black people's plight for freedom, etc., etc. But if people want to take that away from it, then sure, that's fine, because all art is up to interpretation. You can't say shit like that while you putting Martin Luther King quotes in your game, motherfucker. That ain't how this works. You can't literally put "I have a dream" on the wall and have a black android do that and say, "Oh, this isn't has nothing to do with." It's the same shit, dumb fuck. It's like how GTA Vice City is basically Scarface the video game. That's why that other company came out with Scarface the video game after Vice City got super popular and did all those numbers. But in any case, Rockstar still did Scarface the video game better than Scarface the video game within GTA Vice City. So it's like you can't lie and say this isn't what it is when everyone can see it is, motherfucker. Like, don't be that guy. But of course he is that guy, because David Cage is a vile piece of shit. That's who needs to be fired, not James Gunn. They gotta fire that guy.
Okay. Well,
Needs to be banned from video games. Let's talk about that goddamn Titans trailer.
okay. Well, let's. Yeah, you can talk about the Titans trailer because I was going to close the show.
Oh no, we missed Titans and Young Justice. We can't just close the show out on me
I didn't
ranting
see
about
anything
David
on Young
Cage.
Justice. I didn't.
Yeah, well, we're not closing the show on me ranting on David Cage again. We have like 4 shows where that happens.
Young Justice. I mean, Lord Jesus.
No, we'll end good with Young Justice. Titans trailer, however.
I never knew Starfire was fat.
First of all, she's not fat in the trailer. She's just wearing a big ass like Technicolor Dream hooker coat.
Hmm.
Yeah, she's got like a big fur coat on it, some nonsense like that. Yeah, and of course, you know, the nerds in their infinite wisdom took to the Twitter streets to complain about Starfire being black, as if Starfire was ever white. So
Hmm.
I just thought it was interesting that people took that hill to die on and say that I can't believe they made Starfire black what happened, she was always white, when in fact she was always an orange skin alien from another fucking planet, which again came from what seemingly was like black people's fight for freedom in the civil rights movement. So if you want to say she was anything, even though she wasn't white or black, she's more black than anything. But in any case, yeah, I didn't know that was gonna be like rated TV MA, man. I didn't know they was gonna be cussing and killing and all kinds of shit.
Yeah, when he said "fuck Batman," I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I was like, well, oh, well, I think I'm here for this. He's cussing Batman out.
yeah." And then I knew you would be.
Yeah, I mean, not only is he cussing, he's cussing out Batman. I was like, this is only something that Jason Todd would do, and that's why I thought it was Jason Todd, because that is what he would do. However, it's the same guy who plays Dick Grayson in the show under the behind the mask, and we clearly know it's Dick Grayson as the Robin in the show because they show his parents dying and they show the whole Flying Grayson's banner and everything like that. Like, what? That's fucking crazy. Unless they got, because I don't know, maybe they got some white boy that looked just like him. And the clip that we saw was a clip of Jason Todd. And it wasn't actually Robin being Robin at that point. Who knows? We don't know. But the thing that struck me as odd is that it's TVMA, but it's the flagship show for the new DC streaming service. Why would they choose a show that younger kids couldn't watch if you're starting a brand new streaming service and this is your flagship show? Like, this is what's supposed to spearhead your streaming service into the next year, and you can't even get like a solid, like, you know, fan base because everyone can't get their eyes on it because it's not for everybody. Like, you can't get younger kids to watch it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, these younger kids are eventually going to be able to see it, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people were turned off by the extreme violence and the language automatically when the trailer came out, and this is adults talking. So if adults are turned off by it, they're not going to let their kids watch that shit. I'm just saying it doesn't seem like a good business move to start it like that. But I mean, I guess it's just to be edgy. I'm not sure. I mean, the Titans in the comic were royally fucked up, and they went through a lot of royally fucked up shit, and a lot of the Titans members died all the fucking time. So the tone fits, but I don't think it fits for what they're trying to portray for the new streaming service. I mean, whatever. I'm gonna check it out the first go to see what it's like. But
if all the episodes are not available at Go, I'm not. I mean, granted, I'm not paying for the streaming service. I'm going to Fire Stick the hell out of this.
Oh yeah, I already know that much. But yeah, it's crazy to even think that you would start something that's basically geared for children and have it not be suitable for children. You know what I mean? Like, I get that it's not Teen Titans, but shit, bro. And that's the thing. Another thing that's weird about it, everybody kind of looks like a young adult to, like, you know, late teenager, except for Raven. Raven looks like a child. Like, she looks 14. I don't know. I just think that's weird, but whatever.
Yeah, I concur. Well,
I can't really speak on their overall ages for everyone. I just know that I think Cyborg and I think Starfire and Robin are the oldest of all of them, or Nightwing, I should say. I don't even fucking know what is going on with that. I just have to watch the first episode and then come back and give everybody like a, because I know you ain't fucking watching it. Well, I mean, you might when I send you the link and be like, look, it's free, it's here, check it out.
At that point, yes, I will.
Just for a show review. I can't really speak too much on the Young Justice trailer because not that they don't really show or tell you much, but there's so much to me that's very not confusing, but I don't remember a lot of the ending of the last season because it's been so long. It's like asking me what's the plot of Kingdom Hearts because you would actually have to have a fucking Keyblade tattoo to know that shit.
Interesting.
And I ain't got one. Just saying. Like, I remember the whole Aqualad Artemis thing where they faked Aqualad to kill Artemis so that Aqualad could go undercover for, shit. I forgot the organizations that he was going undercover to infiltrate, but yeah, it's a whole fucking thing. And they're introducing more characters. Static is coming back, which is amazing. He looks cool. Yeah, Artemis's new gear looks cool. Kid Flash is obviously back. Most of the adults are back, I guess. Yeah, it looks fucking rad. The animation looks a lot sharper and kind of more dynamic than the first two seasons, but it still has its original flair. So that's cool. But yeah, both Young Justice seasons were amazing, and it was a shame that it got canceled, and everything that happened to it. It took so long for it to come back, but a lot of people are anticipating this, so it should be great. But yeah, the only other trailers that came out from San Diego Comic-Con that would have been worth talking about that we don't fuck with would be the Godzilla Monsters trailer, Flash Arrow, and the Legends of Tomorrow, which all three I'm not caught up to, but the only ones I really actually give a fuck about are Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, but I haven't seen the most recent seasons of either of those because I've been working a lot and now we're gonna fucking PlayStation. But and I still have to watch Pose before any of that shit, so I don't even know when I'm going to get to these shows.
Pose.
But yeah, it's a lot. I got a lot on the docket, but I'll get to it. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's pretty much a wrap for the recent trailers that have come out for new things in the next quarter. Well, next 2 quarters, I should say. But yeah. Oh no, next quarter. We're at the like the tail end of the third quarter. Well, not really, because we're in July. September is the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, yeah. At the beginning of the third quarter, we have nothing, like all together done. Did they show anything? Oh yeah, they showed something for the Spider-Verse thing, and I didn't even check it out. And
yeah, I didn't either.
That sucks because that's something I'm actually interested in. But I saw all these other trailers for shows and movies that I could care less about. But yeah, we have nothing to look forward to game-wise, comic-wise, or movie-wise until September, because that's when the new Spider-Man game comes out, and that's when after that Red Dead Redemption comes out, and then what is it? Aquaman comes out in December. Yeah, there's nothing else for Marvel for the rest of the year, so yeah.
Well, all righty then. Ladies and gentlemen, another show in the books. Drew is clearly out eating pizza and just being stupid. Chris,
speaking of pizza, I was just watching clips of the original Ninja Turtles movie, like the one that came out in the 90s.
I thought that was 89.
The first 89, 90, whatever. I'm not gonna nitpick. In any case, the original one, and it's an adult movie.
You're just figuring.
No. I'm not just figuring it out. Like, I forget every time I remember, and then I watch clips of it randomly when stuck in a fucking YouTube black hole vortex, and then I end up going, "Wow, I can't believe this! Like, I saw this as a kid. Like, this is an adult movie."
You know what? I have the box set that actually came in like a form of a pizza box. What's kind of like a DVD pizza box, but literally made out of the cardboard that pizza boxes are made of. And it's got the first 3 Turtles movies, and I want to say 2 animated movies in there.
Wow, that's cool.
Only reason I wanted that box set was because of that first movie, because it was never on Blu-ray before.
Oh,
And I'm probably going to watch that this weekend. Actually, that's a lie, because Beyonce's coming down this weekend.
yeah. I don't know what the fuck you're talking. Oh, wow. You know what's interesting about that Ninja Turtles movie? It had so many fucking commercials out that was sponsored by Pizza Hut, Domino's in the fucking movie.
That part.
Domino's all throughout the fucking movie.
And
Both
then he
of them.
slid it
Both
in the
movies.
crack of the sewer.
Yeah,
Like the
in the
pizza
grate,
wouldn't like the pizza just wouldn't touch the top of the goddamn box and get stuck on there. Like, when I come up in a couple of weeks, let's find that area where they shot that at. I want to find that specific location.
and buy a Domino's pizza pie and then fucking do some sort of like physics test.
Yeah, and see if it, can slide into the grate.
Who the fuck is gonna be on the other side of the grate?
PewDiePie.
Yeah, we're wrapping the show up.
Or Pennywise the Clown.
Or Pennywise the Clown. Yeah, that's how that fucking movie should have looked. Fucking Michelangelo grabbing the pizza, dressed like a clown.
What a moment. Truly.
Yeah, there was a lot of adult moments in that movie. Casey Jones massaging
April
O'Neil, and like just totally going deep into like the cleavage area and then walking in on it. Casey Jones mistakenly thinking that Donatello called him homophobic when he said claustrophobic. Just a whole bunch of shit in that movie was totally adult. Raph was pretty much cursing throughout the entire movie. It's a lot of adult themes. A lot of references to fucking Humphrey Bogart and just like a bunch of shit no kid would know. Like, but like it was written by adults, obviously, because kids don't write movies. And, all kids really gave a fuck about is Ninja Turtles fighting and eating pizza. We could care less about them playing Trivial Pursuit, talking about War and Peace. Not one child gave a fuck about that, but we knew every line.
Yeah.
Didn't know what half of it meant, but knew every line. All these badass kids smoking cigarettes and playing arcade games with fucking Shredder and Tetsuo and all these motherfuckers. Ninja vanish. All right.
All right. Well, Chris,
that's how we should end the show.
It should. Take us out.
Bye.